Okay, so this is nothing but a I'm not gonna say opinionated outlook on the next storm, but all I'm saying is I do not believe that this solution that the models are showing, all of the models are showing us, Canadian, GFS, European, and the icon. I do not believe that this solution is gonna happen. Um, there's something telling me that it's just not gonna happen like this. Especially like what the GFS is showing. Like I don't understand how the GFS goes from, let's go to the 18Z, goes from a scenario like this to where the block obviously came into play because it made the low jog southeastward and then northwest to a scenario like this. This is a 0Z. It's still pretty similar to a scenario like this. I do not understand. This is the outlier of all the solutions so far, pretty much. This is what the icon shows. Actually, the icon's pretty similar to the GFS in a way, but I still am not confident that this is the solution that's going to play out. European has a low there. GFS develops a low there. Icon also develops a low even further than all those models, develops it there. Canadian shows a low where the European shows it. So basically the Canadian is a mirror of the European. So instead of showing the European precipitation map, just look at this. It has it in the exact same spot and has it take the exact same track. Now, I do not agree with this for a number of reasons. Because the models have been so far back and forth, and now at one point they were all coming together on the storm going to the north. Now this was a few days before today, so it was much harder to get a handle on it. But the fact of the matter is that until this storm that we are experiencing today, this storm right here, goes out to sea, and it finds the 50-50 area or the place that it will sit, I do not trust any of the forecasts coming out. I do not trust it because there is still volatility in the possible location of this upper level low and where it will stall out. Say the upper level low stalls out further west, like was shown on the 18Z, then you are going to have a scenario where you have dynamic cooling take effect and you're going to have a large band of heavy snow somewhere within this region that I'm circling. So all I'm saying is keep your heads up. This is definitely not over just because all the models are correlating today. This could easily change later on today. It could. Because yesterday it went from showing a snowstorm. Now that was only one model. The GFS was the only model showing a snowstorm out of the European, Icon, and Canadian for the northwestern suburbs of Philadelphia. It showed it for New England and New England and northeast snowstorm. That's what it showed. But there is still a chance, and I believe there is a pretty big chance that these models start shifting again because they still do not have a good handle of what's going to happen with this block. It's difficult to forecast blocking at all, even when you're only and also we're 5 days away. This could easily still change. 5 days. How many runs are there of the GFS a day? There are 0Z, 6Z, 12Z, 18Z. There's 4 runs of the GFS each day. Now 4 times 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. That is 20 model runs still to go till you get 5 days. Now the European, you only get 2 runs a day, and the Canadian, you also only get 2 runs a day. But long story short, there is still a chance that this shifts further southwestward and the low deepens quicker because this is a vigorous setup. This is a unique setup that you do not see very often. So these models are bound to have difficulties dealing with it, as you could see in the past few days. They're fluctuating. Now, it'll be interesting to see what the 12Z GFS does. If it remains consistent with the new idea that it just got yet last night, and if it does, then this is the warmest of all the models. 988 millibar low, just off the coast of Cape Cod, and European 989, 994, 989. It's a weaker system than it was soon to be. It'll be interesting to watch, and also the icon shows a 990. They're showing a weaker low, therefore it's not going to have as much dynamic cooling. But if you can get this low to be more impacted by the blocking and have it form somewhere off the southeast coast, not southeast coast, off the coast of Cape May or someone, and then take a jog southeastward while rapidly intensifying, you are going to find an area of heavy snow somewhere within this region. And whatever happens after that track will also bring heavy snow up to New England, Maine, and areas like that.